list. I never want to hear that music again.
What's up, you guys? I'm Vicky Vicious with Heavenly Trip to Hell. Thank you so much for watching Road Dogs TV.
What's up, everyone? This is your favorite Susie Q. We're here at the beautiful Patented Studios in the beautiful Long Beach, and we have a special guest here today. We have Candlepower Entertainment.
Hi, everybody. Hello. I'm Diego.
I'm Mercury.
We're so excited to have you guys here today. So thank you for coming in, and tell us, how did you get started with Candlepower? Tell us the history.
Candlepower is a concept that I came up with probably about 20 years ago to release my music. I'm a songwriter. I like to produce. So to form a record label is something that I use so we can start uploading music to YouTube and have a label name.
Nice.
So that's how I started Candlepower, and it also comes after a lengthy career in music and entertainment. So it allows me to continue on in my older years, I guess you could say, because I was able to start Candlepower as a legitimate organization.
Yes.
Through the dear blessing of my best friend Danny Anaya. He was the drummer from MX Machine, which was my band.
Yes.
We come from the golden era of heavy metal. But my best friend Danny passed away in 2019. I got a text one morning after a long show of work, and it was from Danny. And he said, I'm at Huntington Memorial Hospital. I have less than a week to live. No. I didn't know that his cancer had returned. You know, I put a clean shirt on. I went to the hospital. Mm-hmm. I ended up driving him home with his mom that day. And that night, the Dodgers were in the World Series. And Danny had a week to live.
Wow.
So we threw the biggest raging party at his house.
Yes.
And we invited everybody. That night when the party ended, his oxygen tank ran out, and he chose to go back to the hospital. Mm-hmm. So it was almost like he got out of the hospital to throw one last rager.
Wow, that's amazing. That's what you want to do.
Back.
Yeah. Yes, that's amazing.
And so we spent a week together in the hospital, and I say we as a massive, everybody gathered for Danny. Yeah. The nurses in the hall were so blown away by the camaraderie and the community and the love and how everybody gathered for Danny.
Yeah.
And in that week, Danny Anaya never expressed 1 ounce of emotion.
Wow.
He went out like the Terminator.
Wow.
And I'll say this about Danny Anaya. This was his last wishes for our circle to make up.
Wow.
To make things right.
Yes.
To, what was his saying? Be excellent to each other. Yes. Right out of Bill and Ted's Excellent Big Adventure. Be excellent to each other. Make up, talk to everybody, talk to the people who you need to make friends with again.
Yeah, good.
That became my mission, to approach everybody and do what's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's what he wanted. And again, there were no emotions. He wasn't, no tears, no nothing. He was just stern. So a couple weeks later, I start getting these texts and these messages, from a dear friend of mine. He's like, I want what Danny wanted. And I'm just like, yeah, of course.
Yes.
Lo and behold, when he was in the hospital that week, he gathered his attorney and he gathered 5 witnesses, and he altered his last will and trust. He ended up putting 7 of his buddies and his brother in his trust, and he left his estate to us.
Wow.
And to his mother, take care of his mother, the house, and he made sure that a group of his loved ones were taken care of. And it was something that nobody ever expected.
Yeah.
And I was so blown away and humbled. That's how Candlepower started, everybody.
Wow.
When we got that settlement, and I was humbled beyond.
Of course.
I wanted to pay it forward because Danny and I, it was our dream to be producers. And so that's what I did. And I put together an LLC with some amazing partners, you know, with Dan Moore, with Bill Matoyer.
Yes.
We LLC'd up. We started as a record label.
Yes.
For community. You get to know that you're not starting a record label for yourself.
Yeah.
And I quickly realized that you can't do this for yourself. You have to do it for other people.
Yes.
It became something for everybody. Let's gather the people that we know. Let's get the homies involved. Let's get the sisters and the brothers involved.
Yes.
So we made a television pilot,
Yes.
and we called it The Hood's Got Talent. And we ended up with some great television,
Nice.
but it wasn't what we were shooting for. So we had to pull back. But we ended up with 12 amazing rock videos that we were able to produce for great people, great bands.
Nice.
You can go on YouTube and watch The Hood's Got Talent.
Yes.
But that's when Candlepower started growing, because we met through that situation, ElectraCast Media and Peter Raffleson and Mark Netter, who we do owe this venture to as well. We were able to humbly accept a podcast offer. So we started the Candlepower Hour. But Mercury came in before that, because we were looking for a television host to continue on making what we were doing with The Hood's Got Talent.
And it wasn't just The Hood's Got Talent. It was another show title we can't share.
Yep.
So it was a few other projects.
Okay.
But the cool thing is that I went to a close friend of mine from the hood,
Yes.
Mars Castro. Want to give him a big shout out,
Shout
because
out.
I hit up Mars because he's a photographer. Gave Mars the criteria of what we were looking for. We were looking for somebody beautiful, who's smart,
Yes.
who knows her shit, who can handle
Yes.
the business end, blah blah blah.
Yes.
He sends me one person, one link. You know,
Mercury.
with a photograph here, Mercury.
Yeah.
We went and had lunch.
The
I
rest
never
is
looked for anyone.
history.
That was it.
And
It's
there's
like-
no correlation to our names either. He just
No.
happened to already be Mars. And I had already been Mercury since high school.
I never
so
even-
no correlation at all
I
whatsoever.
never thought about that. I never put that
Mars
together.
and Mercury.
So Mercury came in. We started regrouping. We started the Candlepower Hour with ElectraCast Media. They are our parent company now.
Nice.
And Mercury is our partner now. She's a part of the company.
Tell us about
You're welcome.
yourself, Mercury.
Yeah,
Mercury.
Woo!
Well, I mean, we talked a lot about the beginning of Candlepower, but we also didn't get a little bit more into your history in TV. I don't know if you want to share a little bit more about that, Diego.
Well, when MX Machine wasn't signed anymore, and I say that because we were signed to a major record deal, Restless Enigma Records,
Okay.
and we failed. And here's why, and I've told this story before. Our egos took over
Yeah.
because we wanted more.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, look, here's what happened, and this is for everybody in a band.
Yes.
Do not do this. We wanted more, so when Restless was ready to do album number 2 with a full budget, we went into the office and we sat down in front of the president of Restless, and I'm doing the talking. I'm like, we've decided to walk. You know, we're not going to take up the second option.
What?
We've decided that we're
That's everybody's response when he shares this story. They look at him like, what? Why would you do that?
He looked at me, and so he was so taken that all he could do was say, okay,
Wow.
Yeah.
Bye.
it's been nice doing
great knowing
business
you.
with you. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's good. We wish you the best. And we walked out,
Bless your heart.
you know, all fucking owning our shit.
Yeah.
You know, and you know what we did? We walked out losers.
Wow.
When MX Machine ended, I just had to start jumping fences because
Yeah.
I knew I'm
Something
not going to
else,
be
yeah.
that loser
Yes.
in my room.
Yes.
You know, just I want to be there. I want to be there. I don't want to be here.
Mm-hmm.
So I started jumping fences, and we started promoting shows and concerts and making $50. But I ended up taking some lighting gear back to a lighting shop that we borrowed some lights from. And I looked at the foreman who I'm giving the gear back, and I just go, "Are you hiring?"
Yeah.
And he knew my buddy who was my partner. Shout out to Gern, local 728 IA. He's still strong in.
Shout out.
Yeah.
And then he looks at me and goes, "Show up tomorrow at 7."
Nice.
And all of a sudden now I'm in lighting.
Yes.
And it turned out to be production lighting systems, servicing the Academy Awards, Grammys, Emmys, every sitcom, Roseanne.
What?
So that's how I got into it. So I want to turn this over to Mercury
Yeah,
because
tell us about
you know,
you, Mercury.
yeah, she has
What's
a very-
your story?
she's very important now. She's coming on board. She's helping us produce. She's our executive producer for the Candlepower Hour. She does the editing. She's doing A&R now. She's learning the process of the label,
Nice.
onboarding. So she is as valuable as it gets, and you can't have her.
Yes. No.
Appreciate that. Yeah, I've personally been trained recently from Peter Raffleson from ElectraCast Media to how to list all the songs and albums and things for Virgin Records.
Okay.
And yeah, we have some upcoming projects from that, but I guess I'll take it back a little bit.
Okay.
When they first brought me onto this, I just had the idea that they needed a host for a TV pilot.
Right.
And then they also mentioned, okay, we like you. We'd like to, have you host our live events
Okay.
and the Hood's Got Talent. And we had a run through with that.
Uh-huh.
But then ElectraCast came by, offered us the podcast, and we were like, okay, well, we're going to pivot and just focus on the podcast and put all our time and effort into, all our eggs in this basket right now so we could focus.
Yeah.
And it took off.
Nice.
So we've met some amazing people on the show.
That's so cool.
We've
Yes.
brought on guests that we've personally known and actually gotten much closer to our guest friends from it.
Yes.
But it's a small town in show business. Everybody
Yeah.
seems to know each other,
yeah, yeah.
and everyone's really comfortable with us when they come on set. I want to boast about the fact that everyone is comfortable enough to tell us, I've never shared this with anybody.
Yeah.
You made me feel safe. This is a
Yeah.
safe place.
Yes.
I'm sharing this with you.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
And I think that's the most enriching part
Yes.
about the interviews that we've had. It always
Yeah.
feels very spiritual. It feels very, very in depth. And I feel like everybody gets a good message out of
Good.
every
Yes.
interview that we
Yeah.
have. So I come from entertainment, acting, and modeling. I studied theater.
Nice.
I have worked on sets. I have also done PAing, costuming,
Nice.
and I'm a single mom of a little girl, so I have a lot of responsibilities. And as a millennial, we come from a generation that was kind of in the middle when it came to all the technology.
Yes.
Yes.
So, like, Gen Z was taught, okay, just go on social media.
Yeah.
Well, I went to school and I was taught, well, this is the proper setup. You're supposed to go into auditions and interviews and
Okay.
do this specifically.
Okay.
But by the time I had already started doing this specifically, we were told, well, by the way, you got to wear a lot of hats, be your own manager, and you got to
Yes.
do your own editing now, and you got to do all the social media stuff, and
Right.
it can be very exhausting
lot
and
of work.
overwhelming. And it takes so much time, as you know.
You can't do it just one
Yeah.
person.
It
You
takes
need
a village.
whole crew.
It
Yes.
takes a team.
Yes.
Yes.
And that's why I'm glad to say that we're expanding in our company to
Good.
have
Yes.
the support now to do all that, because I do a lot. I
Yes.
wear a lot of hats,
Yeah.
and I can't do it all. But I try to keep us on track because when you have the support and the network, it seems like the muses and ideas just come left and right.
Yeah.
So I also keep Diego's head on for him.
Yes.
I am a harebrain of ideas,
Yes.
and I'm a harebrain of concepts, and let's
Yes.
do it like this, let's do it like
Yes.
that. She brings me down to earth. I honestly have to say that because we're blessed to have Mercury on board. I gotta say that. Bill Matoyer, we're absolutely blessed. He's not
Yes.
Love
here.
you,
He's
Bill.
producing.
Yes,
he's working with
Bill.
Armored Saint right now.
Woo.
He sends his regards.
Yes.
And Dan Moore's on tour. He's right now in Europe with.
Wow.
He's on tour with Lionel Richie.
Nice.
So he'll be back, and we'll talk to him when he gets back.
Yes, yes. What are you guys doing now? Like, what do you guys got going on? Any new projects? Any new?
So we have an upcoming album, a compilation of
Okay.
musicians that are
Yes.
releasing music with us. We can't tell you when it's coming out because that's under wraps.
We have a release date coming up. We are putting together our first official digital download release, And it's a compilation of an amazing group of artists
Yes.
that we have assembled, veterans, new bands, a nice hodgepodge.
Yes.
And,
Everything all in between.
and it is called Imperial Highway. We are very excited to say that it is going to be distributed through Virgin. We'll be on all the platforms. You'll be able to download it on iTunes.
Okay.
The artwork was done by a great gentleman, Dan Santoni.
All
He's
right.
Oscar-winning, Academy Award-winning
Wow.
graphic designer.
Nice.
My buddy Dan. Yep.
Okay.
So we're assembling, but I will say this: it's been an amazing learning experience, getting into the digital world. But now that we're set to go in the distribution end with Candlepower Records, we look forward to bringing this community together a lot bigger with establishing a record label for quality music and artists who want to push themselves to the limit. And that's been our dream and what we really want to do. And we're stoked that we're able to come here and talk to
thank
to
you
y'all
guys
about-
so much.
about-
Yes.
And I do want to give one last shout out again to ElectraCast Media. There's so many people we could thank. And Heavenly Trip to Hell and Road Dogs TV. I want to give you guys a shout out.
Thank
Really,
you.
seriously, because you all travel like a tornado of energy, and you're here doing Road Dogs TV together.
Yes.
You go to shows together.
Yes.
You know, I'm blown away by that of your live show. If you haven't seen them live, you got to see them live.
And I really admire your community and how close knit. I
Yes.
mentioned to you guys like how adorable it was, and you guys were like, "No one's ever called us
That's
cute
adorable.
before." Yeah, and I'm like, "Oh, it's super
Cute,
cute."
yes,
You guys have
adorable.
like matching things, and
I
want to
use the word adorable, but I don't know if I could, but it is adorable.
Quick question: where can our audience find you? Where can they,
The
sign
Candlepower
up? Where
Hour
can they
is on
contact you?
YouTube, is on electracast.com, and
Okay.
wherever you can get your podcasts.
Yes.
So check out the Candlepower Hour. Go to candlepowerrecords.com. We're building up the site.
Okay.
And you can go to YouTube.
Yes.
Check out Candlepower Hour. The Hood's Got Talent.
Yes.
And we're gonna see you guys out there because here we go. We're gonna have some fun.
Yes.
Well, we definitely
Yes.
can't wait. And thank you guys so much for coming on the
Thank
show.
you.
Thank you.
You guys
Thank
are
you.
doing some amazing things. And
We're trying.
no,
Yes.
no,
No,
come
you
on.
are.
You've
You're
been
doing
doing
it.
amazing
I
things.
thank you
and
very
you
much.
continue, and
Thank
it's
you.
what we need, right?
you.
In this
Yes.
in this time, we need more art.
Oh,
we
absolutely.
need more music. We need more of everything that you guys are doing. So please keep doing what you're doing. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we're so happy to have this opportunity to be here with Candlepower. Stick around, we got a lot more coming up, and don't change that dial.
I just want to put a special shout out to our friends at Halloween Hotness. They're having their 11th annual charity event this year in Madame Tussauds on October 25th. If you're looking for a great nonprofit to help out, they support St. Jude's Children's Hospital. They're also having the LA Fire Department there this year to honor our firefighters who helped us during the Pacific Palisades fires and everything else that was chaotic this year in Los Angeles. So if you're looking for a great nonprofit to sponsor, check out www.halloween-hotness.com. We have sponsorship packages there. You get great advertising for your business. Any local businesses are encouraged to apply, get a nice shout out. Check it out. I'm Mercury, and you're watching Road Dogs TV.
Road Dogs TV, building community, unity through art, music, and culture. Road Dogs TV. Thank you so much, Long Beach, LA, West Coast.